Hey guys, I am at the Maple Grove Cemetery in Leetsville, Michigan, and this is a gorgeous little cemetery. The entrance in is tree lined right over there, canopy over the road. It is really a nice little cemetery. Still active, but I mean incredibly well kept, really is. But anyways, I'm here for the grave of Grace Gilbert. And she was a very, very famous circus performer. She became known as really one of the first bearded ladies of the Barnum and Baily Circus. She was known as the Woolly Child, Princess Gracie, the girl with the golden whiskers, and later the female, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Esau. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm not even going to try. So let's talk a little bit about her life. So Grace Gilbert, she was born in 1876 in Ohio. And like I said, she obviously was born with, born with facial hair as a genetic condition, and she was just covered in really a fine silky hair, and maybe here already. I'll have to look here. Really a fine silky hair, and it thickened as she grew older. Here we go. Gilbert, maybe? No, it's Calvin. Well, I ended up walking right by it. Sorry about it, guys. I was looking for something completely different looking stone. But here's the Gilbert stones. Look at it real quick and I'll keep talking about her while we focus on her. Family had some, looks like it had some, if there was anything on it and it's long gone, doesn't appear to be so. And Gilbert below. The backside, like I said, appears to be nothing on that one as well. We have several stones here. Rosima, Arosina Gilbert, 1839, 1885. I'm gonna assume that's a brother of Giles Gilbert, born 1887. Oh gosh, I missed it. And died 1907. Gone but not forgotten. And then here we have Grace Gilbert, wife of G.E. Gilbert, Galvin, February 2nd, 1876, January 11th, 1924. All right, so like I said, Grace, she was born in Ohio in 1876, as the stone said, and she gained, like I said, fame as like one of the bearded lady. So I've already said all this. I lose track, so I don't edit these videos too much, obviously. Like I said, she was born with fine silky hair, and it thickened as she grew older. Newspapers picked up on this and exploited her in their articles. They claimed that she was 1.5 years old. The hair on her head was a foot long. When she reached teenhood, Grace came to the realization that her chances of getting married were very slim, given her genetic condition. So she joined the circus in 1901. So about 23 years before her death. Grace and her family moved to Kalkaska that same year, and she took up with the Ringling Bros Circus. 2 years later, she left and joined up with the Barnum and Baily Circus, and then she joined a different circus in 1905 and traveled throughout Europe. When you have these conditions, circus freaks, or what you want to call them, performers, back then they were being exploited, but a lot of them have gained quite a bit of wealth, made a very good income that otherwise wouldn't have been available to them due to some of their physical disabilities that they may have had. Not that a bearded lady had the physical disabilities, but obviously she would have some challenges in life. In 1910, she finally did marry, and she married her childhood boyfriend, Giles Calvin, who was also her cousin. After retiring and re-retiring and unretiring and re-retiring, Grace and Giles spent their free time in this area. In late 1923, she got laid up with a sore throat, and then unfortunately it was more fatal than I think she expected, and she died January 24th, 1924, just a couple weeks before her 48th birthday. She's buried here in Maple Grove Cemetery, as I'd said, in Leedsville, about 5 miles from where she had settled down. Nothing's really left of Leedsville anymore. Just a few original buildings and some homes around the area, but not much is left other than the cemetery, which is typical for a lot of these older communities. A little bit more about Grace. That's the story of Grace Gilbert, the bearded lady, circus performer, really known as the first bearded lady. Quite the story, quite the life. And like I said, very, very well taken care of cemetery. Again, the Gilbert family stone. Giles Gilbert, the husband. I mentioned the Calvin family, and they're located just beyond here. So a little bit of a family plot right here. Well marked, easy to find. I made it much harder than I should have. Again, the Gilbert Monument right there. There's a Circle Drive. It's just off the Circle Drive. You can't miss it. And like I said, there's the entrance. Gorgeous entrance. Gorgeous little cemetery here. Definitely a visit if you're in the area. But there you go. Enough rambling. The grave of Grace Gilbert, the bearded lady.